Hey, my name's Jenny. I came on as a naturalist with Green Guerilla this spring, and we are making a video of a very exciting project for this company. We are here in Batavia this is day one, we're starting a large conversion of this yard to micro prairie, and also another section of the property down near the river will be converted into a wetland sedge community as well. So we're up at the top of the property here, and this area receives a mixture of shade and sun. So once this sod is removed, which is the process that we've started here today, you can see some of the tracks that we've made so far to take the sod up. The soil will be amended and prepared for planting. Up here in this area will be a mixture of forbs and grasses, which of course bring great benefits to pollinators, and also for stormwater runoff. These native plants that we will be installing in this area and all the way down to the river will be great for stormwater retention. Those deep root systems will allow the water to soak into the ground versus running straight off and rolling into the river, also controlling erosion. So the benefits for the ecology of the area are great, and visually it will be a very beautiful yard with a lot of different colors and textures that we will be putting in place. So walk with me so you can see the extent of the project that we're working on today. These areas, go ahead and come along. So the areas in full sun will get the prairie plants and grasses. Areas around the trees will get planted with more woodland varieties that are more tolerant of shade. Areas will be left along the sides for access to the river, and also to make the accessibility for the beekeepers that you can see. The property has a beekeeper that comes here. So we'll walk on down. This entire area that you see so far will all be converted into native plants. So you can see the Fox River Trail also runs across here. So it will be great for patrons of the trail to be able to see the pollinator communities and to see what a native yard converted to native plants actually looks like. And as we go down near the river, there will be more benefits to this conversion process too. So come along, we'll take a closer look. Look both ways. So this is another section of the conversion that we will be doing. So you can see the river is right here. All along the river will be a mixture of wetland plants and sedge communities and some rushes. This will do great things, very similar to the goals of the prairie conversion at the top of the property. Erosion control and runoff control is really important in this area that we would call a riparian zone, right next to the river. So we will remove a lot of that shrubby vegetation that's there now, and it will bring kind of the profile of the plant community a little bit lower, maximizing their view. And also the plants that we will use will discourage geese from congregating here. The taller vegetation, we're going to do about knee-high vegetation, will discourage the geese because they need the line of sight to be able to feel safe and secure. So that will be another added benefit for these homeowners, is to discourage geese, as we know can be somewhat of a nuisance. So for today, you'll see us using the sod cutter and sod removal, and we'll continue to document the process as we go along.
Hi guys, Chris with Green Guerilla again, back at the lawn to prairie or lawn to native plant area, that project that we've been doing here in Batavia and you've been following along with. The day has come, we're day of completion, job's done. Just want to take a quick look with you on the different practices and methods that we used here in a native plant garden. So come take a quick look with me. Here in this garden you'll see over 5,000 plugs planted. We have about 50 different species. All the turf was taken up chemical free, so no chemicals were used in the planting of this garden or in the grass removal. You can see here on the ground, compost was amended on the entire area as an all-natural fertilizer, an amendment to help these plugs establish themselves and have a good start in growing. Here along this path, again, you'll see some of this traditional gardening or method used here of using different rows of planting. Here you can see the butterfly milkweed along with the snake root, the mountain mint, purple coneflower, and bee balm. With the idea of height layering and building from the path and going up into the prairie. So of course the butterfly milkweed a little bit shorter, a little bit taller with the white snake root, and then the bergamot and the bee balm growing. You can see a little caterpillar right here on the bee balm already. So again, this is to help promote biodiversity with plants, insects, and other native and migratory species. So big project here. You can see the path here, a little bit of division between applications for shade area and then a little bit more sun or full sun on this area, using different plants with that in mind, along with season-long bloom time. So you can see, along with the snake root and mountain mint, some goldenrod, some zigzag, spiderwort, oil catchfly, bearded foxglove, hairy fenstium. Again, forb heavy by the bees, hoping to help with pollination, I'm sure it will, and honey making. And then back here, just a little bit more grass heavy, with some side oats grana, June grass, prairie drop seed, along with other forbs along the Fox River Bike Trail here. From here, I'll hand it over back to Jenny, who did a lot of the restoration on the riverbank and above. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hi guys, Jenny here, talking about a different section of our project in Batavia, our Lawn to Native Plant Area project. This area here is on the other side of the bike trail, getting closer to the river here. So the ecosystem's a little bit different. We call this our moist meadow. So a lot of sun here and a lot of hydrated soils. So our plant selection was different here than we used up above. So there's some kind of special species to point out that you wouldn't see up there. This one here is Marsh Blazing Star, which will have a pretty purple flower. There's also bottle gentian here, kind of bringing this swamp white oak, and in some other kind of wet pockets over here. Also on the sides are swamp mallow. So those are plants that will thrive in these types of soils and these conditions here. So you can see from our planted area here, the majority of what you see are grasses. 5 different species of grasses, 4 different species of sedges too, especially along the logs there. These grasses and sedges are great for erosion control. That's one of the most important goals for this area, is to keep this soil in place and have those large root systems help control runoff and let that rainwater filter into the ground. So this planted area extends all the way to the river. So beyond what you see up above, there are more sedges down here, some more wetland plants. So this entire area will be serving our river very well and serving the ecosystem really well by controlling that runoff and controlling erosion too. So we are very near completion, so thank you for watching all of our videos.
Yes, Green Guerilla, that's who. Oh, hey guys, it's Chris with Green Guerilla, back here at the Native Plant Garden.